Did you know that the pixelated ground was pixelated? I didn't know that either. But still, it is still a fun fact nonetheless. Hello there everybody, and what? Welcome back to more Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. So last time, we made it back here to the Sacred Forest Meadow, where, we got a few more gold Skulltulas along the way, and we learned the Minuet of Forest, which will allow us to warp back here anytime we wish. But more importantly, we arrived here at the entrance to the Forest Temple with our brand new item, the hookshot. So now we're gonna just go right into it. The Forest Temple time, with no introduction. So right off the bat, you really don't need to kill these wolfos right here. All you really have to do is just to stab them in the ass and then you win. Problem solved. Yeah. But right off here, immediately right off the bat, you're gonna notice vines up here. And you'll notice an interesting way to scale up this wall right here. You can use the hookshot on the vines to actually latch onto them and they'll climb up. Pretty simple. Pretty simple as that, But right here we see there's a gold Skulltula right there, so why don't we say we go catch it up, and bada bing bada boom, we got our first gold Skulltula already. That was a small burp. Interruptions, yay. And now another useful fact that we kinda learned about before is the fact that the hookshot can latch itself onto treasure chests as well. So we do that, and we get one of the brand new mechanics for every dungeon from this point on, small keys. So we can only use it in the temples, so yeah. Previously we didn't even need small keys in order to do that, but now suddenly we do. So I guess it changes up the game slightly in that regard, but I don't know. I don't know even why they have small keys to begin with. Maybe it's because the old games did it. Yeah. Want to feel like the old games, yeah. That's obviously it. Right over here, we have a little bit of an elevator to immediately where, the source of the temple's evil is. And uh-oh, ghosties. Those ghosties are deekies. Aw, man. So, now we have the beginning of our main objective in this dungeon. The fires on the torches are gone. It seems like the ghosts took them away. Yeah, like we didn't even see that. I mean, yeah, they're ghosts. Anyway, yeah, so those poles right there, they took away the flames on the torches, and obviously that's what kept that thing up. So now we gotta go ahead and get them all back throughout the temple. Gotta find them out. Gotta find out where they are and junk and all that stuff. Alright, so right over here in this corridor, not only did we have a Skulltula, but I'm pretty damn close to this guy. These are what's known as bubbles. There are different kinds, but this one's the blue one. So these are the standard model of the bubble. And all you really have to do is either stun it with your hookshot and then jump attack it to finish it off. And then, or guard it with your shield, which will cause it to bounce around and stuff. Right here we have mini bosses of sorts. Style foes. Lure it close to you and watch its movements carefully. Then attack it when it drops its guard. So basically, whenever it attacks, you can attack it. And actually, one thing that I actually found out is that you can actually stun them with the Deku Nuts, so you can jump attack them really easily. That way they'll be killed a lot faster. But you can only do so whenever they attack, so yeah. So I'm finding uses for these weapons I never thought would be possible. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, that is it for that. For those two guys. And with Deku Nuts above our head. And get another treasure chest, of course. So let's see. It is another small key. So we're going to need these keys to go into certain rooms. Like right up here. This is foreshadowing for another room that we're going to be entering later on. So, yeah. Right here, you can get a fairy or a recovery heart if you want. That is, if you got hurt a lot during that fight. But I didn't really need that, but it's nice to be healed anyway, so yeah. Anyway, back here in the first room, You'll notice that there are 2 rooms that we can go to. One of them is right over here, and the other one is right there. But it's locked, and of course there's an eye switch right up there. Gonna get a weapon for that later. But for now, let's do this. So we have that same blue block that we saw at the windmill in Kakariko Village. So remember, whenever you see one of those, you are going to, well, use the Song of Time in order to move them to another location. But right here is something a little bit different. So now you can plainly see we are outside. We are outside here in the Forest Temple. Never thought we'd actually go outside in a dungeon. And right here, I actually forgot to buy all these. Octorocks. Bounce back its rocks that they spit at you. So, yeah, this is basically how you deal with Octorocks. I just kind of sort of skimmed over them last time, but yeah, now you know how to beat them. Now you understand. Now, if we look around right here, you can see there are several places up there where there are enemies, so there are places where we can go up to. But unfortunately, we're gonna have to save that for a little bit later on. Like, again, you want to remember things a lot in dungeons for, you know, laters. That's basically the, oh god, no. Do not. Okay, do not climb up there yet. You got Skulltulas up there. Hey, Link. I know you got hurt and everything, but somehow it managed to not get you hurt. It's weird. Anyway, unfortunately, we can't really kill that one Skulltula, so you'll kind of have to climb as far away as you can, as far as the vines can carry you and such. And, yeah, just sneak past them. Anyway, Pointless Bubble is pointless because, well, you can just kill him instantly right there. And then problem solved. You open the door, and of course you get another treasure chest along the way. And what is this chest? This chest is... it's the map. It's clearly the dungeon map. So, already you can pretty much tell that this is going to be a whole lot bigger than any dungeon that we had so far. So, this should just give you an idea of how complicated the temples are going to be this time around. So, yeah. Or at least the dungeons are this time around. And by this time around, I mean like back in the old days. Because that was back in the old days when, you know, dungeons were 3D. And they were 3D for the first time, and it was so cool, apparently. Now, you want to remember these hookshot targets right here. Because just note that whenever you see one of them, you can latch yourself onto that with the hookshot. So, yeah. Basically, remember that. Alright, so, let's see. We're actually on the other side of the room, should we have entered through the other side of the door where the locked door was, actually. And as you can see right there, we have another gold Skulltula right there. And... boop, boop, hey, come on. Hey, Link, can you aim? Okay, so apparently you can't aim. You can't aim with your sword. Sometimes. I know it's kind of pointless, but whatever. Just kill him for a useless Deku Stick that we won't be able to use. Kill that Octorok right there. Okay. So, anyway, we want to get that gold Skulltula right there, because of course we want to get all the gold Skulltulas that we can. And no matter how many times you're going to latch onto this treasure chest, you're always going to end up falling in the water. So, my advice is to, well, do this. And then keep on pressing B repeatedly. I know it worked for me in practice, because I did practice this, like, yesterday. Well, yesterday when I recorded this. Today is, like, February 10th. Something like that. And I know this worked for me. I know this. I'm a trained Navy SEAL. I can do this. I'm a trained sea lion. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. Come on. Thank you. Apparently the ledge was apparently powerful enough. Alright. So, get this. And clearly, if you notice, the hook shot will indeed latch onto gold Skulltula tokens as well. So, yeah. Remember that. Anywho, down the hole we go. I don't even care if we get fall damage. Or at least roll into it. Now, this is a long sewer-like way. It's very different from, you know, the other places in the temple. In fact, any temple, really. So, really, we just need to go backwards. Because, you know, that's the faster way of doing things. And right over here, we have 3 small keys now. Now, in this temple only, I'm gonna remind you that, like, one of the small keys, it can be very hard to find if this is your first time playing through. So, I'm just gonna tell you, like, the amount of keys that you'll need. You're gonna need 3 small keys in order to get past, you know, this particular part of the temple, or at least the first 15 minutes of the temple, I should say. So, just gonna let you know right now, you're gonna need 3 small keys in order to move onward and move outward and inward. So, right here, you'll need a small key. So, that's already 1 down. Killing this not the skull. This regular Skulltula. I'm sorry. I might as well show you, like, the hookshot method right here. So, basically just shoot it with the hookshot, shoot the bubble with the hookshot, and there you go. Problema solved. So, let's comment this ladders, and now we have a little bit of a block pushing thing. There are arrows painted on the floor. So, follow the arrows, basically. Follow them arrows. And you know what? I might as well tell you right here and right now about, you know, that symbol right there. In the newer games, and especially in, like, the older games, remember that little fact in the Dongo's Cavern I tackled upon before? With, you know, the changing of the symbols on the blocks? That moon and star was actually the original symbol for, you know, the Gerudos in Ocarina of Time. And I guess by extension... No, Majora's Mask didn't have those. No, Majora's Mask didn't have them. What the heck am I saying? Yeah, the moon and the star thing was the original symbol for the Gerudos, but, you know, because religious symbolism in Nintendo was frowned upon, they had to change it to whatever symbol now represents the Gerudos, I guess. Honestly, I have no idea what that symbol is. Is it like a mask or something? Is it like a star with eyes? Is it the Bayonetta symbol just mirrored? Because, you know, if you take a look at the symbol for Bayonetta, it's actually the moon and dot right there. And yeah, according to Smash, it's Bayonetta's symbol is still that. So yeah, pretty interesting, but still really weird. I don't know, but apparently this was back in the old days. Oh, by the way, this ledge right here, I've always had a fact right there. If that ledge was at least like 1 centimeter higher, or at least 2 centimeters higher than it was before, then you would have been boned, and the game would be impossible to beat, because Link would just be stuck on that ledge forever and ever. That's always what I figured. I have no idea why, but that's what I always figured. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe that's just me being dumb as usual, but whatever. I like being dumber than usual. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and actually beat these guys because, you know, I love padding. Boom. Problem solved. And even more of a problem solved. Dang. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, let's enter this room. And whoa, dude. Whoa, this corridor is all twisted. Oh my god. Holy shit, look at this. Look at this. This would never be possible in the 2Ds. Now it's possible in the 3Ds, because just as I remind you, this game was in 3D. Woo! Okay. This was in 3D, actually. But yeah, this is a really weird effect, especially for those who like played it the first time, which is really weird. Watch out for the shadows of monsters that hang from the ceiling. Okay, so this is a new thing right here. So if you stand still long enough, you'll see a little bit of a shadow appear above you. And once it gets big enough, just simply move out of the way. This is a wall master. This game's wall masters. So you have to destroy it before it moves back up to the ceiling. And if it catches you, it'll drop you off at a certain spot. I have no idea which spot that is, but okay. And also, what is up with this ledge right here? Like, what is it with this ledge? Like, Link could clearly jump over that, you know, railing. But no, apparently he has to be nice to the ledge. Like, I don't want to be nice. It has growth on it. It's not that bad. It's not that bad at all. I don't know. It's just me. This is the same torch we saw at the temple to the entrance. Yeah, the temple to the entrance. I love myself in my speech. Okay, so go into the room, lock the door, and by the way, if you want to fight this Stalfos, fight it carefully. Because if you fall through that hole, unlike the Stalfos, which can actually hover above the floor, you will actually fall down and you'll have to make your trek all the way back to this spot. It's kind of annoying, but if you know your Stalfos methods very well, this shouldn't be a big deal to you. But right here, this actually introduces something a little bit interesting in the Stalfos. So, if I can actually defeat these guys really quickly. See right there. They'll break apart right there, or at least one of them will break apart right here whenever you defeat them. And you have to defeat the other one quickly before they regenerate. Think of it like the dry bones in Super Mario, except, well, a lot more deadlier than usual and far more threatening than you normally would think of them. But anywho, I think we made it enough here. I think we made enough progress here for one video, I guess. 17.5 minutes is not really that bad. So you have to wait until tomorrow to see what's in the treasure chest. I am such an evil little dickweed. Next time on Let's Play Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we're going to see what's in this chest. Probably it's a temple weapon, and we're going to see what we can do with it. So, I will indeed see you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.